This prehistoric episode needs a prehistoric giveaway. Do you want to get your hands on this pink wiggly little triceratops keychain? That's right, you heard me. It's a wiggly triceratops keychain. I just don't have the little ring for it, so you're going to have to get that one yourself. But look at this little dude. Look at him wiggle. The keychain loop comes with the little mouth part of him, and then he can hook onto your keys and go with you wherever you go. All you got to do to win this little guy is subscribe to our channel, like this video, and comment below what you would call this little triceratops keychain. The best name wins, and I'll reach out to the winner so you can claim your prize. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Now, I've been working on something really fun for this episode. For those of you that are a fan of Jurassic Park, dinosaur movies, or anything that really involves giant reptiles, you're going to like this one. Quit lacking! Let's get cracking! I am excited for what I have to show you today. Just want to give you a little bit of backstory on what's going on with me and dinosaurs at the moment. 3D printing's great because you can make really small things, really big things, and everything in between. Anything that someone's designed once upon a time on Makerworld, Thingiverse, or anything like that, you can download and print. It's like a never-ending Lego box, without Lego bits. So as I was hunting for my next project, as I do through Makerworld pretty much on the daily, I came across this really unique design. This design was made by a designer called Pinky Wings. Thanks for making it, guys. It looks sick. So I did what anyone with a 3D printer does. Cracked open a new box of filament, dusted off my old knuckles, and got to printing. This guy didn't take very long to print, and it was really quite satisfying watching him grow up and off of the build plate. This was also one of the very first times I really gave the AMS a good run for its money. For those of you that don't know, the AMS is the multicolored filament system on the top of your printer. So I used the main color as blue, and then black was his back little scales, and then he had white for his front little teeth and his hands and I think his toes as well. I was so excited to crack him off the build plate after watching him build and build and build. Then voila, I have a Rexagon, and it is one of the coolest things I have ever printed. Upon further inspection though, I noticed that because of his small size, there were a few imperfections. If you take a close look across the back of the Rexagon, you'll see a few slight imperfections on his scales. You'll also see a few across his eyes and his front kind of jawline. There's something not quite right there. But most importantly, when I flip him upside down, you can see that one of his arms has just not adhered to the bed plate properly. He's come out all squiggly, and it just really hasn't worked. Now that doesn't mean that we love him any less, it just means he's maybe not going to be on show when I'm showing people how cool it is that you can print really whatever and it comes out perfect majority of the time. Because it was so small and swapping out filament all the time, is that what led to some of its errors? And if that was really what stuffed up this little Rexagon, if I make a giant one, I should eliminate all of those possibilities, right? Right? I was very right. So this little guy took a back seat and I headed back to Makerworld to grab that design one more time. After downloading this design, I hopped into the Bamboo Studio, played around with some of the settings. What I noticed is I really needed to enlarge and scale this Rexagon all the way up to the full size of the build plate, because that's the only way I'm actually going to see how big this thing can print. As it got bigger and bigger, there were a few error messages that come up. There were a few icons that would have just been floating and have no way for the printer to make them. So I had to add in a few supports, mostly around that neck area and some in between the joints of the arms and the legs. After that was done, I made sure the colors were correct, and I looked at how much filament and time it was going to cost me. About 23-ish hours that was going to cost me all up, and I thought, you know what? For one of the biggest projects I've done, with a cool kind of toy that comes out flat and then stands up, I'm going to go ahead and make this giant thing. So with great joy, passion and excitement, I hit print. And away it went. I'm so thankful for the Bamboo Labs P1S combo printer that I'm printing in that also has a time-lapse camera built into the printer itself. This thing comes out crisp and clean and shows me exactly what's going on. And after hours and hours of printing, having the Jurassic Park theme song stuck in my head, thinking if I was ever to go face to face with a Velociraptor, could I beat it in a chess match? The Mega Rexagon was complete. Just look at this thing. The detail is absolutely phenomenal. And just because it got bigger, all of its joints have got a lot more space to move. So his arms can freely flap up and down, as can his legs, so he can go back to this kind of sleeping rest position. But I gotta say, every part moves perfectly individually, and I have had zero issues with any of the quality of the actual print across the whole thing. It has come out absolutely perfect. So when I cracked him off the build plate, he actually came off quite easy. I was able to just lift and kind of crack that back half of him off first, and then the rest wasn't too tricky to get off afterwards. There was a few little stringy bits, but nothing that wouldn't come off with just my thumb pressing over the top. After taking him out of the printer, I was able to get a really good look at where all these little hidden supports were, because the smaller Rexagon never needed supports. It's only the big one. Now my 3D printer can print up to the size of 258 by 258, so this thing really stretched it to the limits. I was able to get him and get out most of those kind of support pieces with just my finger. I had to get tweezers in the end to get some of them because they ended up breaking off, but going inside of the Rexagon shells, which made it very, very hard to get it out. But overall, this thing was kind of giving me like a little bit of a Bowser from Mario type vibe. I was super happy with the color and the style. Absolute shout out to Pinky Wings for making this. I could not be happier. This thing looks absolutely phenomenal. You guys should be very proud of the work that you do. So now I have two Rexagons, tiny and giant. You can really see the size difference when I've got them up next to each other. It's quite crazy. It's like the blue one is kind of just the size of the arm of the other one. I think by far one of the things that makes this design so unique is with one pinch of the back, it stands up. I mean, seriously, you can just 3D print toys for anything. This is absolutely brilliant. And I tell you what, over the next couple of weeks, if this video reaches 10,000 views and we reach 1,000 subscribers, I just might give this guy away. This is normally the time where I crack this, but I've already pre-cracked it, so I'm just gonna slurp as I normally slurp. Tell you what, Pinky Wings, if you do watch this, could you make a Rexagon themed can holder? I would love to feature that on this show. So guys, that's it. We went prehistoric. It was fantastic. Thanks again to Pinky Wings for making the design. Thanks for all of you for tuning in. Hey, if you like this video, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and comment below what you'd like to see me print next. I really want to hear from you, and I'll start theming some stuff around what you guys want to see. And don't forget to head back to the start of the video to see how you can win this cool pink Triceratops keychain. It wiggles. See ya! Or as they say in dinosaur language, roar!